Hello, welcome to my video. My name is Mark Young and I am a professional photographer and photojournalist from Durban in South Africa. If you follow my photographic blog, you will know that I use Olympus equipment for my photography, videography and audio work. Olympus, as a company, are celebrating 100 years of existence in October 2019. Reflecting on this fact, I realize that I have owned and used Olympus products for 50 of those years. In 1969, I was fortunate to be given a second-hand Olympus Pen EE half-frame camera by my uncle. In time, I purchased and used virtually every model of Olympus interchangeable lens camera. So I thought it might be useful to share with you my experiences of each model. In all cases, I have actually used the item extensively. In the case of the OM and subsequent cameras, I have used these as tools with which to earn an income. I hope that having this information gleaned from thousands of hours of actual use of the cameras, you may be better able to use any similar model you may own. We begin our journey with the Pen EE. We will also look in the next video at the camera I purchased after that, the Olympus Trip 35. To load the Pen EE, I found it useful to pick it up in my left hand. You cannot smudge the lens as it's well recessed. On the bottom of the camera you will find the sprocket release button, the tripod socket, and the rear cover latch key. Lift the key, rotate it 180 degrees to the left, press gently on the rear cover with your thumb and slide downwards. This allows the cover to be removed. I always keep my film in the refrigerator and in the plastic tub. This prevents moisture sticking to the film. Letting it acclimatize for an hour prevents moisture condensation. On the top of the film you will notice that there's a little slotted piece of plastic. This aligns with the cutout in the rewind crank spindle. Slide the film into the film chamber. You may need to rotate the rewind crank to make it line up properly. You will know it's properly seated when the film lines up with the film guide rails. Pull out as much film as needed to reach the take-up spool and slot it into one of the slots. Press gently on the lower edge to ensure that the drive sprocket is engaged with the teeth. The camera may not release or wind if the camera is set to one of the white automatic settings. Look at the front of the camera. If it's on a white setting, simply rotate the setting dial to an orange setting. This will allow the shutter to release. Now, wind the film on until it is flat, that it is taken up in the drive sprockets on both top and bottom, and that it is now wound up on the take-up spool. Now hold the film in place, retrieve the rear cover, push it up against the bottom of the camera, and then the last few millimeters you can just slide the top and bottom together. Make sure that they are matched properly. Then rotate the locking key 180 degrees to the right and push flat. Wind the camera on and trip the shutter 3 times. Now press the little knurled knob and set it 72 on a 36 exposure film and 48 for a 24 exposure film. If shooting outdoors, set the ISO on the white setting. Frame your subject using the white framing guide in the viewfinder. Press the shutter. If exposure is correct, the camera will release the shutter and capture your image. In poor lighting, the camera may refuse to release the shutter and will raise a red flag in the viewfinder to indicate that there is insufficient light for a good exposure. When you have finished the roll, the camera will not wind on and will not release. Locate the rewind sprocket release button. Press it in and hold it. It is not spring-loaded like modern cameras, so you have to hold it. Slowly rewind the film with the rewind crank. You will know the film is fully rewound when you feel a sudden release of tension and you hear the film slip out of the take-up spool. Lift and rotate the lock catch, slide the back down, and retrieve your film. Buy another film and repeat the process for more fun. For those interested in the historical background of this camera, it was designed by Maitani Yoshihisa, one of the most influential camera designers of the 20th century. Initially, the camera was manufactured by an outside contractor for Olympus. Once it became a runaway sales success, manufacturing was moved in-house. If you are interested in getting one of these cameras for yourself, a quick survey on eBay in the middle of July in 2019 revealed that prices range from $10 to $90. In our next video, we will look at the Olympus Trip 35. Thank you for watching.